Today, I'm going to speak about one important terminology which is, getting popularized day by day, which is known as center of excellence. Now, a lot of people, a lot of finance professionals, a lot of business professionals are getting confused that what is the center of excellence? And, now center of excellence caters to multiple jurisdictions, multiple geographies, and multiple functions as well. For example, some people in the most cliched language call it shared services. No, center of excellence is way different than what was the traditional shared services. Today, majority of the operations now, companies which are professionally driven, which has a professional CFO, which has a professional CEO, they prefer to build a center of excellence, especially when the business is completely scattered across various geographies. Because the most important bottleneck, the most important hassle that every company faces is non-standardization, unstructured, and basically loss of control of data. These are the three challenges which comes in every organization. So to eliminate this, large organizations like Wipro, Infosys, TCS, Cognizant have already set up their shared services and center of excellence in India. Some organizations have set up their center of excellence in Philippines. Some are in the process of setting it up in Malaysia. So people follow different practices, different priorities, and people follow different set of agenda as well as far as building of center of excellence is concerned. Now, to put it in the most layman language, okay, there are five guiding principles of creating a successful COE. When I say successful COC, I'm talking about successful center of excellence. The first and the foremost principle is standardization across the board, across the globe. When the entities are on common systems, when the entities are on common platform, when the entities follow common process, when the entity follows common platform to report numbers, the result and the control is excellent. That is what CFOs nowadays are realizing. Leveraging assets. Basically, if you have a common infra, you have common infra support, common premises, you don't have to expand in various geographies. You can basically have a centralized team who processes transactions for all the companies across the globe from one location. Now, more and more I talk about it, we can spend a lot of time because center of excellence is something which we implement day in and day out. We have done it for unicorns, we have done it for large organizations, but it basically gives a lot of economies of scale. It gives a lot of control to any CFO and any CEO. Measuring performance becomes very simple because that is one of the lever and principle what should be tracked as far as CO is concerned. Because so COE means that processing transactions on a daily basis and ensuring quality and accuracy. That is what a COE means, and there is a lot of control which is being established by several organizations as far as this function is concerned. Fourth principle is guidance and governance. There is a continuous emphasis which is being given on this particular function, and there was a time when many chartered accountants used to feel that center of excellence and shared services, we don't want to join. Now things have changed. All the big fours have come up with global data services. They are basically doing global audits also from India. Similarly, companies are also setting up their center of excellence where they do the global accounting from Indian jurisdiction. Right? It gives a lot of governance. It gives a lot of comfort to the board, who is basically sitting in India and who is also sitting overseas. At least they have a data control which is centralized in India. Fifth and the most important principle is balancing subject matter experts, the kind of talent, the kind of skill set what you have in India, and the kind of leaders what you have in India in terms of managing the entire center of excellence and the entire shared services. It's phenomenal. It's phenomenal, and it requires a different level of skill set, different level of knowledge, different level of patience level to manage this particular function because it is more process centric, automation centric, and system centric as far as center of excellence is concerned. Now, this has got a lot of strategic alignment to a well-defined vision, right? And which is basically a key to build a successful COE. These are the core principles. Now, a lot of companies are also focusing on talent and competence development on a continuous basis because these people, if they are not well trained, they will not understand the larger repercussion of the transaction that they do on a daily basis. That is the biggest gap. And that is the biggest tussle between a controllership and a reporting team and the shared services and center of excellence because the core team does not give a proper download as to what is expected out of the center of excellence, and center of excellence team feels left out that they're only doing transaction. That is not the case. They are one of the pillars of the organization, and I would really appreciate all the CFOs and the core functions like controllership, FP&A, and business finance functions to give more and more importance to the center of excellence team who is centralizing, who is basically processing transactions of all the entities across the globe. If I name any company today, every company who has got their geographical presence across several countries are preferring this model where they want to have a centralized control on numbers from one common location. Right now, it's very important to basically have an innovation partner. For example, one should understand what does a COE mean. First of all, how to transition, how to create the scalable structure so that any new joinee, what comes inside the system of the COE, understand what is expected out of them. So we have built world-class processes, world-class systems, and world-class L1 to L8 documentation overview for many companies who have basically implemented COE, and we have done a BOT model for them, right? Build, operate, transfer. And we basically ensure that there is a smooth integration and smooth transition of all the processes, right? And we have facilitated this for one of the largest e-com companies through a third company. And now today they are successfully managing 800 people shared services or center of excellence for multiple towers of finance. Now, if you want to understand more and if you want to find out how having an innovation partner that helps you to build a successful COE and facilitate its smooth running, right? Visit the page in the link below to get in touch with industry pioneers. We have been there and done that. Thanks a lot.